See the man behind the TV. Tiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Atinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kāmesu mittāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Surāmeraya maccapamādāṭṭhāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
වැඩමවා වදාළ මහා සංඝරත්නයේ ඒ වගේම අපේ පියතුමා ඒ වගේම ඉස්ලාම් ආගම නියෝජනය කරමින් පැමිණ සිටින අපේ ඒ පූජකතුමා ඒ වගේම Hindu ආගම නියෝජනය කරමින් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන ඒ පූජකතුමා ඇතුළු අන්‍ය ආගමික සියලුම පූජකතුමාලාගෙන් අවසරයි රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ විදුහල්පතිතුමනි ඒ වගේම රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ කීර්තිමත් හිටපු විදුහල්පති වෙන අපේ සූර්යාරච්චි මැතිතුමනි ඒ වගේම ප්‍රාථමික අංශය නියෝජනය කරමින් අපේ රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ විශාල සේවාවක් කරපු අපේ ආටිගල මැතිණියනි ඒ වගේම විජය විමලරත්න මැතිණියනි එතුමියත් ප්‍රාථමික අංශයේ විදුහල්පතිනිය වශයෙන් මේ රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයට විශාල සේවාවක් කර මැතිණියා ඒ වගේම රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ ආදි ශිෂ්‍ය සංගමයේ අපේ ලේකම් හිරාන් මැතිතුමනි ඒ වගේම සංවර්ධන සමිතියේ අපේ විමල්ක මැතිතුමා ඇතුළු හිටපු සියලුම රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ ගුරු මෑණිවරුනි පියවරුනි ඒ වගේම ආදි රාජකීයනේ විශේෂයෙන් 91 කණ්ඩායමේ සියලුම ආදි රාජකීයන්ගෙන් අවසරයි ආදරණීය දරුවනි අද රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ පාසලක් වශයෙන් සුවිශේෂී අවස්ථාවකට පැමිණි අවස්ථාවක් ඒ රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ පරිගණක විද්‍යාගාරය අලුතෙන් නවීකරණය කරලා රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයට බාර දෙන සුවිශේෂී අවස්ථාව මේ අවස්ථාව විශේෂයෙන් හරීම සම්දිස්ථාන අවස්ථාවක් මෙවන් අභියෝග කාලයක ඇත්තටම අපි හැමෝම දන්නවා රටක් වශයෙන් අපේ රටේ තියෙන තත්ත්වය එවන් අභියෝගාත්මක කාල පරිච්ඡේදයක මිලියන 25කට වැඩි මුදලක් මේ ආදි රාජකීයයන් Taman ඉගෙනගත්ත පාසල වෙනුවෙන් මේ කාර්ය කරලා අද පාසලට බාර දෙන අවස්ථාව විශේෂයෙන් එය මහා සුවිශේෂී අවස්ථාවක්. ඒ සඳහා මූලිකව ක්‍රියා කරපු අපේ විශේෂයෙන් හිරාන් මැතිතුමා රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ ආර්ශිෂ්‍ය සංගමයේ ලේකම්තුමා ඒ වගේම සංවර්ධන සමිතියේ ලේකම් විමල්ක මැතිතුමා ඇතුළු මේ සියලු දෙනාට මේ හැම වෙනුවෙන් වචනයෙන් පවා උදව් උපකාර කරපු හැම දෙනාටම මහා විශාල ගෞරවයක් හිමි වෙන අවස්ථාවක්. ඇත්තටම අපේ විමලරත්න මැතිණියට බොහොම සතුටු වෙන දවසක්. එතුමියත් සෑහෙන කාලයක් මේ පාසලේ සේවය කරලා ඒ වගේම එතුමියගේ පුත්‍ර රත්නය අද රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ ආදි ශිෂ්‍ය සංගමේ ලේකම් වශයෙන් තරමින් මෙවැනි කාර්යයක් විශේෂයෙන් වෙන කාලයකට වඩා අද වගේ කාලයක මෙහෙම දෙයක් කරන එක ඉතාම අමාරු කටයුත්තක් කියන එක අමු සමුද්‍රයෙන් අටුවා ටීකා කියන ටිප්පණී කියන්න අවශ්‍යයක් නැහැ. ඒ ඇත්තටම රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ ධර්මාචාර්යවරුන් වශයෙන් මේ පාසලේ ගුරුවරු වශයෙන් අපි පුදුමාකාර මේ ස්ථානට ආවට පස්සේ ප්‍රීතියක් අපි දැක්කා. මෙතන තිබුණ හැටි දැන් තත්ත්වයේ ගත්තාම ලොකු වෙනසක්. ඇත්තටම විශාල අභියෝගය තමයි මේවා ඉදිරියට පවත්වාගෙන යන්න. ඒක තමයි ලොකුම අභියෝගය. ඒක අපි මේ ළමයින්ට කියලා දෙන්න. ඇත්තටම මේ ළමයින්ට මේ පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ මේ සම්පත් කොහොමද ආරක්ෂා කරගෙන යන්න ඕනි කියන එක. ඒක හරියම වැදගත්. විශේෂයෙන් ගොඩාක් දේවල් ගොඩනගනවා අපේ රටේ. හැබැයි ගොඩාක් දේවල් ඒවා විනාශ කරනවා. නඩත්තු මේන්ටේන් එක තමයි මම දකින විදිහ හරියම අමාරුම දේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ දේවල් නොවන බව අපි මේ රටේ අපි දැකලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා විශේෂයෙන් වර්තමාන විදුහල්පතිතුමා ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන් විශාල ලෙස මේ රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ අපේ ගොඩනැගිලි ගැන මේ සම්පත් පිළිබඳ හරියම උනන්දුවෙන් කැපවීමෙන් ක්‍රියා කරනවා. ඒක තමයි අපි දකින්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන කාරණා. ඉතින් විශේෂයෙන් දීර්ඝව කරුණු කියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. අනිකුත් අන්‍යාගමික අයට අවස්ථාවක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් අපි ආශිර්වාද කරනවා. මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ අපේ 96 91 කණ්ඩායම මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. වැඩක් කරන එක ලේසි නෑ. මේක තමයි හරි අමාරු කටයුත්ත. ලේසියෙන් ඊට පස්සේ අපේ රටේ විශේෂයෙන් දැන් අපේ මේ ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න ඕනේ අපේ රාජකීය විද්‍යාලේ මම අහලා තියෙන විදිහට ආදි ශිෂ්‍යෙක් තමයි අනගාരിക ධර්මපාලතුමා. එතුමාගේ ලස්සන ප්‍රකාශයක් තියෙනවා. මේ රටේ මිනිස්සු හරි අමුතු જાති මිනිස්සු ඉන්නේ. වැඩ කළත් බයිනවා, වැඩ නොකළත් බයිනවා. හරිද? ඒ දෙකටම ලෑස්ති නම් මේ රටේ මිනිස්සුන්ට වැඩ කරන්න කියලා. ඒ වගේම සමහරක් කරලා ඕගොල්ලන්ට තව ඒකයි කලකිරෙන්න හොඳ නැහැ. මේ 91 ගණ්ඩායම කියන්නේ ඒකයි. මම කියන්නේ කලකිරෙන්න බණින්න පුළුවන් තව අවුරුද්දක් දෙකක් යන කලින් බණින්න පුළුවන්. CWW කණ්ණංගර මහත්තයා තමයි මේ රටේ නිදහස් අධ්‍යාපනය ගෙනාවු කෙනා. එතුමාවත් අගලවත් ආසනයේ පරද්දපු ජාතියක් නේ අපේ ජාතිය. මේ රටේ නිදහස් අධ්‍යාපනයේ වෙනුවෙන් වැඩ කරපු CWW කන්නංගර මහත්තයා සම්දෙම් පරාද කරපු මිනිස්සු ඉන්න රටක් මේක. ඒ නිසා හැම කිසි දෙයකට කලකිරෙන්න. මම හැමතිස්සෙම කියන දෙයක් තමයි අපි කරන වැඩ කවදාකවත් එකතු කරන්න එපා. එකතු කළොත් end of the day කලකිරීම තමයි අපිට ඇති. ඔබ කරන වැඩ ගැන හිතලා සතුටු වෙන්න. මම 91 කණ්ඩායම වශයෙන් අපි රාජකීය ආදි ශිෂ්‍ය වශයෙන් මේ සාසල ඉගෙන ගත්ත අය වශයෙන් අපි මේ වගේ උදාර දෙයක් කළා කියලා ඒ ගැන හිතලා සතුටු වෙන්න. කවදාකවත් වැඩ එකතු කළොත් නම් අවසානයේ කලකිරීම. දැන් මොකද මම හැමතිස්සෙම කියන්නේ අපේ නෝනට අපි මෙහෙමයි කරන්නේ මගේ නෝන මෙහෙමයි කරන්නේ කියලා මිනිස්සු කරා. අපේ දරුවන්ට මෙහෙමයි අපි කරන්නේ අපේ දරුවෝ අපිට මෙහෙමයි. ඇයි අපි වැඩ එකතු කරනවනේ? එකතු කළොත් එන්නේ කලකිරීම. ඒ නිසා ඔබ හැමතිස්සෙම හිතා ගන්න. දැන් මම උනත් එහෙම තමයි හිතන්නේ. මම අපේ ලොකු හාමුදුරන්ට මෙහෙමයි මම කරන්නේ. හැබැයි ලොකු හාරු මට මෙහෙමයි දක්වන්නේ. ඒතකොට මට කලකිරීමක් නැති. ඒ නිසා අපි කවදාකවත් ජීවිතේදී අපි එකතු කරන වැඩ ගැන හිතලා සතුටු වෙන්න. ඔබට ජීවිතේම මේ දේ දැකලා සතුටු වෙන්න පුළුවන් පින්කමක් ඔබ කරයි කියලා සතුටු වෙන්න අපේ ආගමානුකූලව. ඒ නිසා මේක මහා උදාර අභියෝගාත්මක කාල පරිච්ඡේදයක මට නම් හිතා ගන්නත් බැහැ. මම මේ අපේ ධර්මාචාර්ය ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේත් කතා කළේ මේ ටීම් එකක්. මෙහෙම කළේ කියලා. ඒක මොකක්ද දන්නවද? අපි කතා කරන in management we are talking 4 days. First one is dreams. Second one is desire. Third one is dedication and last one is discipline. ඔය හතර මේ ටීම් එකේ තිබිලා තියෙනවා. නැත්තම් මේ වගේ වැඩක් කරන්න බෑ. මේ 91 කණ්ඩායම මේ වැඩේ තිබිලා තියෙනවා. හිරාන් මහත්තයා මේ 4 days follow up කරලා තියෙනවා හොඳට. ඒ නිසා තමයි මේ වැඩේ කළේ. මොකද කවුරුත් මං හිතන්නේ මේ කාලයක මේ වගේ දෙයක් කියලා කරන්න පටන් ගන්නකොටම රිවර්ස් ගියර් එක තමයි ගහන්නේ. ආයි කතා දෙයක් නැහැ. පිස්සු කතා කරන්න එපා මිනිස්සු මේ කරන්න පුළුවන් කාලයක්ද මේ කියලා තමයි පටන් ගන්න. නැත්ද මං කියන්නේ කිසි කෙනෙක් මේ වගේ අභියෝගාත්මක තීරණයක් අරන් ක්‍රියා කරන්නේ ඒ විශේෂයෙන් අපිට ලොකු ආඩම්බරයක් මේ කරපු දෙය. ඒ නිසා අපි හදවතින් ආශිර්වාද කරනවා. විශේෂයෙන් විදුහල්පතිතුමා මේකේ පිටිපස්සේ ඉඳලා නායකත්වයේ දුන්නා. ඒ වගේම රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයේ ජ්‍යෙෂ්ඨ නියෝජ්‍ය විදුහල්පතිවරු, අනිකුත් සියලුම නියෝජ්‍ය විදුහල්පතිවරු, සහකාර විදුහල්පතිවරු, එතකොට මේ ඇතුළු මේ හැමෝම මේ පිටිපස්සේ හිටියා. ඒ වගේම අනන්තන සේවක මණ්ඩලේ ගුරුවරු, අපේ IT බහරව ක්‍රියා කරන ඉනෝකා මැතිණිය ඇතුළු මේ හැමෝගෙම මේක ටීම් වර්ක් එකක්. 91 කණ්ඩායම ඒ හැමෝම එක විටට ආවා. මේ හැමෝම එතකොට හිරාන් මැතිතුමා ඇතුළු අපේ විමල්ක මැතිතුමා ඇතුළු ඒ කණ්ඩායම මේ සහයෝගයෙන් මේ ආපු ගමන. ඒ නිසා ඔබට මේ වගේ දේවල් තව තවත් කරන්න ශක්තිය, ධෛර්යය, යෝධ බල, යෝධ ශක්තිය ලැබේවායි කියලා අපි ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. විශේෂයෙන් උතුම් වූ දළදා හාමුදුරන්ගේ පිහිට ආරක්ෂා ශ්‍රී මහා බෝධීන් වහන්සේගේ රැකවරණය තුලින් විශේෂයෙන් මේ අපේ රටේ මේ ඇති වෙලා තියෙන තත්ත්වයක් ඉක්මනින් නිවා වෙලා අපේ රටට තාමත් හොඳ කාලයක් ඇති වේවායි කියලා අපි ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරමින් අපි පිරිත් සූත්‍රය දේශනා කරනවා. මේ පොඩි පිරිසක් විතරක් පිරිසු වලන්නේ මේ වෙලාව මරි නිසා විදුහල්පතිතුමා පොඩ්ඩක් ළඟට ආවම හරි. පොඩි පිරිසක් අල්ලන්න. ආලේ පුතල ගන්න. ඔව් අපි ඉරන්න කොහොමද? Sorry. එහෙම අනුවකේ කණ්ඩායමේ ප්‍රභාස් නාවික රණවීර මැතිතුමා මෙහි මූලිකව ඒ අනුවකේ කණ්ඩායම ආවසර කලින් දැනුවත් කරලා දුන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකෝට එතුමා මෙහි මූලිකව ක්‍රියා කරලා සම්පූර්ණ තියෙනවා. ඉතින් එතුමාට අපි මේ වෙලාවේදී ආශිර්වාද කරනවා. මේ වගේ තව වැඩක් රෝයල් එකට කරලා දෙන්න කියලා. නේද විදුහල්පතිතුමා? මේ වගේ කණ්ඩායමක් ඉන්නකොට මොනවද කරන්න බැරි? ඒ නිසා අපි තවත් මේ වගේ දෙයක් රාජකීය විද්‍යාලයට තවත් ඉදිරි වසරේදී රණවීර මැතිතුමා අතු කණ්ඩායමට කරන්න ශක්තිය ධෛර්ය ලැබේවා කියලා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ වරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ වරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ වරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස ඉතිවිසෝ භගවාරං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විද්‍යාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්ම සාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානම් බුද්ධෝ භගවාති සාක්ඛාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සම්පිච්චිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහිපස්සිකෝ ඕකනයිකෝ පච්චත්තං වේදිකබ්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝ මේති සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ සාමීති පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරුෂ යුගානි අට පුරුෂ පුද්ගලා ඒස භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති තේන සච්ච වච්චේන සුඛිතේ හෝතු සබ්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වච්චේන සුඛිතේ හෝතු සබ්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වච්චේන සුඛිතේ හෝතු සබ්බදා කරණීය මත්ත කුසලේන යන්තං සන්තං පදං අபிසමිච්ඡ සක්කෝ දුත සූජෝච සස්ස බුදුවනති මානේ සන්තුස්සකෝච සුමරෝච අපකිච්ඡෝච සල්ලෞක උත්ති සම්තින්ද්‍රයෝච නිපකෝච අපගබ්බෝ හුලේසු අනුනිවිද්දෝ තතකොත්තං සමාචරේ කිංචේන විඤ්ඤෝ පරේ උපවදෙය්‍යං සුඛිනෝ ආකේවිනෝන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛි සත්තා ඒකේති පානභූතත්වි තථාවාතාවරාවානවශේෂාදී තාවායේ මහන්තාවා මච්චමාරස්ස කානුක තුලා විත්තාවායේව ये च दूरे वसन्ति अविदूरे भूतावा सम्भवेशीवा सब्बे सत्ता भवन्तु सुखि सत्ता नमो परं निकुप्येत जाति मन्येत कक्कदिनं कान्ति व्यारोसना पठित संज्ञान्यमन्यस्य दुःखमित्यय मातायतानि अङ्कुत्तं आयुषा एक पुत्रमनुराग्ये वाम्पि शब्दभूतेषु मान सम्भावये अपरिमाणं Kriyanca samvaram averang asavatam dittam charanni siddho vasayano ayavakas migatamito etam sadin aritteya vyarang idamao dittikcha anukakamma sila tassa nena sampanno kame sumeneya kedam tu gabbaseyang punareti vivacantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi dīrghāyuko bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhānuභāvena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammānuභāvena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanuභāvena sada sotti bhavantu te.
Brahmarne Visnujama Devaha Bhadram Bhakshema Chavarjayatraha Stirairanghe Duštavadum Sastanobhigi Bhajema Devagitam Chatajugu Swastina Indra Dasravaha Swastina Puja Vishwavedaha Swastina Dacho Varishtanemihi Swastino Brahaspati Tatadhu Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Presidente, Spa Murta Valele, Arabic lab, IT lab, Betibara, Maha Ashiva and Lake, all the best. Good luck, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. Gaurutara Sangaratnenda, Piyatumaginda, Gurukaltumaginda, විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වී සිටින නායකත්වයේ දරන ගරු විදුහල්පතිතුමාගින්ද නියෝජ්‍ය විදුහල්පතිතුමන්ලාගින්ද උප විදුහල්පතිනියන්ලාගින්ද තුමන්ලාගින්ද අනෙකුත් අංශ ප්‍රධානි මෙම තාක්ෂණ සෝතුරු හා තාක්ෂණ වේද අංශයේ භාරව කටයුතු මැතිනියද අනෙකුත් මෙම පාසලේ කීර්තිපත් නාමයක් මීට කලින් තිබුණා වගේම ඉදිරියට තිබීමටත් මේ පාසලේම මීට කලින් සේවය කළ සියලුම විදුහල්පතිතුමන්ලාගින්ද ඒ වගේම අනිකුත් තුමියන්ලාගින්ද අවසරයි. මේ විශේෂයෙන්ම දරුවන්ගේද අවසරයි. අද ඇත්තෙන්ම මම හිතන්නේ මට සඳහන් කරන්න කිසි දෙයක් නැති තරම්. හේතුව ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ ඉතාමත් පැහැදිලිව හොඳටම ඔක්කොම සඳහන් කළා. කෙසේ වෙතත් අපි දන්නවා අද පාසල් දරුවන්ට දැන් වුණත් ගෙදර ඉන්න අවස්ථාවක මේ වගේ තාක්ෂණයේ තුලින් තොරතුරු තාක්ෂණයේ තුලින් දරුවන්ට අධ්‍යාපනය ලබා දීම තමයි දැන් මේ දවස්වල කෙරෙන්නේ. අපි කවුරුද දන්න කරුණා. අද මම ආවේ බොහොම අමාරු අවස්ථාවක ආවේ. එතකොට මේක තවම දියුණු කිරීම හා සම්බන්ධව කටයුතු කිරීම පිළිබඳව විදුහල්පතිතුමාගෙන් ඉතාමත් මම තුති බුදනවා. හේතුව අද හෙට දවසේදී මේ රටේ දැය බාර ගැනීමට සිටින දරුවන් උදෙසා කරන මේ කාර්යය අපිට කිසි කෙනෙකුට කියලා නිම කරන්න බැරි මට්ටමක්. එක දෙක ඒ සඳහා දැන් ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ සඳහන් කළා මම නැවත ඒක මම ආවේ මේ නැවත සඳහන් අවශ්‍ය නැහැ කියලා හිතෙනවා. 91 කණ්ඩායම කළ සේවය පිළිබඳව. කෙසේ වෙතත් මේ වගේ පුණ්‍ය කර්මයන් අධ්‍යාපනය වෙනුවෙන් මේ කරන සේවය ඉතාමත් ඉහළයි අමිලයි. එය නිම කරන්න බෑ. හේතුව දරුවන්ගේ දැස් වගේම හදවත් පාදා ඒ දරුවන්ට අනාගතයේ දීප්තිමත් කර දීම පාසලක් වශයෙන් ඉතාමත්ම අනිවාර්යම කළ යුතු දෙයක්. ඒ හින්දා විශේෂයෙන්ම සතුටටපත් වෙනවා. හේතුව අද මෙතන දේශපාලනික විසඳුම නෙවෙයි කියන්නේ අද වර්තමාන අප මාතෘ භූමිය වන ශ්‍රී ලංකා මාතෘ භූමියේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න මත හින්දා තමයි මම කියන්නේ මේ වගවානුව තුලත් මේ ස්වාමීන් සදාන් කළා වගේ මේ වගේ කාර්යයක් සේවයක් ධාර එකක් එක කියලා නිම කරන්න බැරි තරම් මට්ටමක්. හේතුවද ආර්ථිකවේ බොහොම අගහිඟකම් තියෙන ඊ타මත්ම හැම පැත්තෙම හැම කෙනෙක්ම පීඩාවට පීඩනයට ලක් වෙලා තියෙන අවස්ථාවක්. ඒ හින්දා සියලුම දිනාට මේක ආශිර්වාද කරලා ඔය දරුවන්ගේ ස්වාමීන් සදාන් කළා වගේ මේක රැකගෙන ඊ타මත්ම ඉහළ මට්ටමින් ළමයින්ට සේවයක් ලබා දීලා අනාගතයේදී මේ මාතෘ භූමිය තමන්ගේ දෑත් වලට බාර අරගෙන කටයුතු කිරීමට ඉන්න දරුවන්ගේ ඒ ඥානය නැත්තම් ආලෝකමත් අධ්‍යාපනය පහදාදී ඒ අයට සේවය කිරීම මේ පාසලේ ඉතාමත්ම ඉහළ මට්ටමකට සඳහන් කරනවා. ඒ හින්දා ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ සඳහා අප කවුරුණත් තමන් සේවය කරනවා. හේතුකෝ තමන් වෙළඳාමක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නැත්තම් රැකී රක්ෂාවක් තියෙන නැත්තම් මොනවා ගනුදෙනුවක් තියෙනනේ. අන්න ඒකේ වගතුවක් ඇතුව ඊ타ත්ම අභිවෘද්ධිය ඇති වෙලා මේ වගේ සේවාවන් ඉදිරියට බොහෝ කිරීමට දේව ආශිර්වාද ලැබෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. අල් ෆාතිහා අඌදු බිල්ලාහි මිනෂ් ෂයිතානිර් රජීම් බිස්මිල්ලාහිර් රහ්මානිර් රහීම්. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل على سيدنا نبينا مولانا محمد وصحبه عدد ما في الملأ صراطا دائمة بدوام ملك الله آمين اللهم ارحمنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وخطايانا كلها رب العالمين පරමාධිපතියාණනි දෙවියන් වහන්සේ සියලු ප්‍රශංසා ඔබටම හිමි වන්නේ සලවාත් නම් කරුණාව සලාම් නම් ශාන්තියත් අප ප්‍රාණිත ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ උත්තම නබිනායක මුහම්මද් සල්ලල්ලාහු අලයිහි වසල්ලම් වෙතත් එතුමාණන් ගම්ගම වෙතත් අප සීල දිනා වෙතත් අප රට වැසියන් සීල දිනා වෙතත් නිරන්තරයෙන් ශාන්තිය හා සමාදානය දෙවියන් වහන්සේ පහළ කරනු මැනව විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වී සිටින සීල දිනාගෙම ආයු කාලය දීර්ඝ කර දෙනු මැනව දීර්ඝ වූ ආයු කාලයේ යහපත් දේවල් කොට රටටද දැයටද පාසලටද දරුවන්ටද අනාගතද සේවය කිරීමට ඊ타ත්ම වාග්ය අවස්ථාවන් උදා කර දෙනු මැනව දෙවියන් වහන්සේ පරමාධිපති ආනනි අප සීල දිනාටම පැමිණීමට තිබෙන දුක්ඛම් කටළු බාධක භයානක රෝගී තත්ත්වයන් හදිසි වේවවන් හදිසි මරණයට ගොදුරු නොවි යහපත් මට්ටමින් සේවය කිරීම උදෙසා දීර්ඝායු ලබා දී අපට ආශිර්වාද කරන මැනව දෙවියන් වහන්සේ අප සීල දිනාම කරන අපට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය වන අප කරන රැකී රක්ෂාද ගනු දෙනුද වෙල හෙළ දමලද බරකතේ අභිවෘද්ධිය ඇති කරන මැනව අන් අය ළඟ අත නොපා ගෞරවයෙන් ජීවත් වීමේ භාග්‍යය හිමි කර දෙන මැනව එවැගේම අප පාසල අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා බැවින් යා රබ්බි යා අල්ලාහ් පරමාධිපති ආනනි අප පාසලටද රටටද දැයටද අපේ අනාගත පරපුර වෙනින්ද ඊ타ත්ම ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ මට්ටමින් අපට සේවය කිරීමේ වාග්ය උදා කර දෙන මැනව මේ සඳහා අප කැපවි තමන්ගේ මුදල් වලින්ද ශ්‍රමයෙන්ද දැනුමෙන්ද ඥානයෙන්ද උදව්පකාර කළ සිළු දිනාටම ආශිර්වාද කරන මැනව දෙවියන් වහන්සේ මේ පාසල තවත් ඊ타ත්ම අද ලංකාවේ අප මාතෘ භූමියේ ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ නාමයක් හිමි කර තිබුණත් තවත් දීප්තිමත් වී මේ අධ්‍යාපනීය හැරණීමට පරමාධිපති ආනනි දෙවියන් වහන්සේ උදව්පකාර කරන මැනව විශේෂයෙන් මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වී සිටින සියලු දෙනාටද අප මාතෘ භූමියේ සියලු දෙනාටද අද මේ වර්තමාන තත්ත්වයේදී තියෙන සියලුම දුක් ගැහැට වගේම ප්‍රශ්න වලින්ද මුදවා අප මාතෘ භූමිය ඊ타ත්ම ශාස්ත්‍රීය වූ ඊ타ත්ම සාරවත් භූමියක් බවට පත්වට ආශිර්වාද කරන මැනව අපි ඉල්ලු ප්‍රාර්ථනාවන් කබුල් නම් පිළිගෙන කරුණාව දක්වා ආශිර්වාද කරන මැනව රබ්බනා ආතිනා ෆිද් දුනියා හසන වෆිල් ආඛිරති හසනත වකිනා අදාබන්නාර් වසල්ලල්ලාහු සල්ලම අලා ඛෛරි ඛල්කි නූරි අජි සය්යිදනා මුහම්මද් වලි වසහබි අජ්මഈන් ආමීන් බිෆضل සුබ්හාන රබ්බික රබ්බිල් ඉස්සති අම්මා යසිෆූන් වසලාමුන් අලල් මුර්සලීන් අල්හම්දුලිල්ලාහි රබ්බිල් العالمين صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد يا رب صل عليه وسلم السلام عليكم
Sir and all fellow royalists, I was myself a royalist here many years ago. And I applaud all of you. Special reference to our priests and a monk who gave us the 4 Ds. Those days when we did O-levels, we had distinctions. Venerable monk who gave us a reminder, we got us 4 Ds. So that's to dream, to desire, to then you use the next word, dedication
And discipline. That's
And
one.
discipline. I like the word drive. Without discipline, yes, you can't, but you have to have drive. And the 91 class, all of you have shown and proved that you have drive. ඉතින් අද ලස්සන දවසක්. මම ගොඩක් ආඩම්බරයි මේ ස්ථානයට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මීට කලින් අපේ ක්‍රිකට් ටීම්ස් ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඒ වගේම අනිත් ආගමික කටයුතු වලට එයාට ආශිර්වාද කරන්න. And now it's to bless the equipment. We know IT, this is the key to our future. And the more we dwell on it, the more we realize that we can become dependent. AI, artificial intelligence. But at the same time, man should not be controlled by machines. We have to control and we have the destiny to shape. අපේ අනාගතය අපි දෙන්නේ හැඩ ගස්සන්නේ අපි සීනය දකින. It's like the way creation came about. දෙවියන් වහන්සේ මැවීමේදී ආරම්භය කියන්නේ සිතුව ඒ දේ සිදුවුණා. Somebody dreamed about this, and Principal Sir, today you have I don't know how many units, 55 computers, 25 and smart board. So I remember seeing this long years ago in Korea, and the teacher controls every student from his master board. Now we have something similar. Congratulations. And so I'd like to impart the blessing. All of them have given many words. තව වචන වනේ නැහැ. මෙන්න වාක්‍යයක් මම අහගත්තා. Plant the root deeply and the tree will grow naturally. Dream, today you have planted these 55 units. Let the seed germinate and let us have men and women who will be honest. I'd like to tell you just one last thing, and that is never tell a lie. Never tell a lie, because you don't know how to cover up the lie. ඊට පස්සේ ළමයින්ට මේක දෙන්න සෑම කෙනෙකුටම ඒක උගන්වන්න. අපේ විසුද්ධ මේ දසපනතේ එකක්. ඉතින් බොරු සාක්ෂි නොකියලා. Let us be honest, true to ourselves, and let's remember the college motto: learn or learn or depart. Let's emphasize this. So with this thought, I ask for God's blessings. The Lord fashioned human beings from the earth to consign them back to it. He gave them so many days and so much time. He gave them authority over everything on earth. He clothed them in strength like himself and made them to his own image. Give the Lord his due, sons and daughters. Give the Lord his due of glory and strength. Give the Lord the glory due to his name. May the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit descend upon this equipment, descend upon each and every one of you who dreamed to make this day a reality. And may the Lord bless and protect our land at this juncture. අපේ දේශය ආශිර්වාද කරන්න කැමා ස්වාමින් වහන්සේගෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා. ඔබ සැමට ඔබගේ මනසට ආලෝකය, චිත්ත බලයට ශක්තිය, හදවතට දැල්වෙන ප්‍රේමය, යහපත් දේ කරන්න, අයහපත් දෙයින් මිදෙන්න ස්වාමින් වහන්සේගේ ආශිර්වාදය ඔබ සැමට ලැබේවා. පියාණන්ගේද පුත්‍රයාණන්ගේද ශුද්ධාත්මයාණන්ගේද නාමයෙන්. Amen. Congratulations, and you guys deserve a big hand. All the very best. Thank you, teacher Inoka madam. I think you are in charge of the lab. We pray for her. She came all the way. I don't know which petrol she used. Aviation fuel. When we could have got aviation fuel from Sri Lanka, api boratel gatte naha. Api ඒ තරම් මෝඩ මිනිස්සු වෙලා තියෙනවද දන්නේ නැහැ. අපිට කෙරසින් ගන්න පුළුවන් ඒකෙන් ඒකත් ගත්තේ නැහැ. Madam, you turn this place and produce petrol. God bless all of you. Can I sprinkle this holy water?
Yeah, sure.
And not on the, no, just the desks. And upon all of you, that God's blessings. We know that IT is sensitive and equipment can be lost and ruined. I hope you have a good power system that keeps a stability, stabilizer.
20 kV UPS.
Wonderful. I've lost our TVs, our lift because of the fluctuation. Putting off and on, we have got to spend 6 lakhs on the workboard. So whoever your technical person is, check that equipment itself and don't rely on that too, because that can fail and everything will fail. In the name of the Lord who has made heaven and earth, God's blessing be upon all this equipment. Son, Spirit, excuse me, sir.
Father, not on the board. Not on
Okay, enjoy the son. Thank you. Congratulations, sir. You've been, what's your name?
I'm Hiran Vimala.
Hiran. Okay. Bless you. Yes, Hiran. All the very best. Thank you very much.
Now I would like to cordially invite the Principal of Royal College, Mr. P.A. S.P. Jailat, to officially turn on the smart board, and also Mr. S. Suryarachi to officially turn on the main computer, and all the other past teachers to experience the technology in this IT lab.
Sorry. See. Sure.
So what do you want?
You want to show some functions on the smart board? Just show some functions.
And I call ICT Society Committee members. Please start.
So, the lab consists of 51 computers for students, and 3 computers are there for the management to control the computers. And there's, as I said before, a 21 kV like power source UPS to power the whole thing when there's a power cut as well. So the computer is equipped with i5 11th gen processor and with 8 GB RAM and 256 SSD and a 1 TB hard disk. So this will be able our students to learn about new apps, and top tier applications could be run in this top equipment. So we will be able to experience new technology and new apps as students, and if a classroom of IT students can participate, come here and learn about them as well. So there's a smart TV as well.
Show some functions on the smart board.
So you can, if there's like a book or something instead of like the paper. So this is the new technology. So they can teach with this. So they can make presentations and take videos. So if the teacher has to write something, they can write like. So you can type and play videos from this as well. So you can browse the internet and search new technologies and new ways. So the new trend is like learning through the internet. So there are many resources. So using this technology, they can tell the students not to how to learn, but how to learn and how to access those material online, and how to learn them as well through the internet. And so previously, sometimes in textbooks you can only see images. So with this technology, you can see the video as well. So like, for example, for a physics experiment, so sometimes in the previous thing you just have the textbook picture. So with this you can have like whole demonstration and everything. So I think this will help us to learn in the near future, and also like the new computer specification will like enable us to use more powerful apps. So the students can be able to use top tier programs and then from them. So
That's the most important part.
Announcement at the please take your seats. We'll be commencing shortly here.
In order to pay respect to our alma mater, let us rise with the college song. Now I would like to invite Mr. Indigo De Silva, the Project Secretary, who is also the Governor of Royal College, Group of 91, and the Managing Partner of Noel De Silva Associates, to deliver the welcoming address.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow royalists, young and old. The Royal College Group of 91 has over the years done numerous projects of various types of different magnitudes for our college. Even during the COVID period, we have carried out a project to provide essential items to minor staff and the general public with the assistance of the group members. As we reach 50 years, we embarked on this venture, which is by far the biggest project done so far. The complete renovation of the Royal College main IT room at an expense of over 25 million Sri Lankan rupees. Today, I have the pleasant task of welcoming all of you. First of all, I welcome the Principal of Royal College, Mr. P.A.S.P. Jayala, to this event. I take this opportunity to welcome the Senior Deputy Principal, Mr. M.V.S. Gunadharagar, all Deputy Principals and Assistant Principals. Also, I wish to welcome all members of the teaching staff who are present. Let me accord a warm welcome to Mr. B. Suryarachi, the Principal of Royal College during our later years at school, and our past teachers who have tirelessly taught us to become who we are today. We are pleased to see you all today. I wish to welcome the Secretary of Royal College Union, Colonel Dr. Hiranuma Ratna, other office bearers and governors of the RCU who are present today. I take this opportunity to welcome the Secretary of School Development Society, Mr. Sanjeev Dimaka, and other members of the SDS to this event. Hello. Let me welcome the Executive Committee and all the members of Royal College Group of 91 who are present today, and our overseas batchmates, all boys of different groups, and representatives from various corporate bodies who have contributed immensely in various ways to make this project a success. Further, I wish to welcome all the students who are present today. You are the real beneficiaries of this project. Use this infrastructure very carefully, and when it is your time to do your duty for the college, do as we have done, or maybe better. This list would be too long if I am to mention all your names here who helped us in numerous ways. I would like to welcome all of you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy the proceedings.
Thank you, Mr. Indika, for those welcoming words. Now, in memory of the Group 91 batchmates and past teachers who are no longer with us, I would like to invite all of you to rise up for a moment of silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now take your seats. Now, I would like to cordially invite the Principal of Royal College, Mr. P.A.S.P. Jalat, to address the gathering. Speaking a few words about Mr. Jalat, Mr. P.A.S.P. Jalat is the Principal of Royal College Colombo, one of the leading state-owned educational institutions in Sri Lanka that has nearly 8,000 of a student population and 400 of an academic staff. Before assuming duties as the Principal of Royal College, he was serving in the Ministry of Education, where he joined in 2009 and served for 12 years as an Assistant Director of Education in the National Schools Branch, as the Acting Principal in Malayadeva College, Kurunegala, and as the Deputy Director in the English and Foreign Languages Branch. When leaving the ministry to join Royal College, he was serving as the Acting Director of Education in the Languages and Humanitarians Branch. He has also served as the President of the Sri Lanka Schools Basketball Association. Mr. Jalat, a product of another leading educational institution in the country, Malayadeva College, Kurunegala, obtained his bachelor's degree in English from the University of Kelaniya and obtained 2 master's degrees in education and linguistics from the University of Colombo and the University of Kelaniya. He has 2 postgraduate diplomas into his credit, one on information technology from the University of Montreux and the other on teaching English as a foreign language from the University of Colombo. He left the school after having sat the GCE Advanced Level Examination in 1984 and joined the private sector as a management trainee and worked for nearly 2 years. Mr. Jalat joined the government service in 1987 as a teacher of English and served for 20 years in the government schools. In 2007, he joined the National E-Learning Center at the University of Colombo School of Computing, UCSC, and worked for 2 years as a full-time consultant. And in the meantime, he also served as a visiting lecturer of English language and communication skills both in the UCSC and the University of Montreux. Sir, the platform is yours.
Mr. P. Suryarachi, former Principal of Royal College, and Mrs. Vibharatna, former Principal of the Primary Section of the Royal College, Mrs. Artigala, former Principal of the Royal College, Primary Section, and all the past teachers who are present here, and Mr. Ravi Vasnaik, the Chairman of the Group of 97, Dr. Ravi Vasnaik, sorry, my apologies, Dr. Colonel Hiran Vibharatna, RCU Secretary, Royal College, and the Project Chairman, Mr. Prabhash Kanavira, and committee members, my dear teachers, students, and all present here. And thank you very much for the immediate words in front of you in this very important moment to the Royal College. In fact, what I believe is it's a huge donation to a school that is possible in a time like this. Donating a computer lab. In fact, although it says renovating, I find that only the room is being renovated and most of the equipment are state-of-art cutting-edge technology, I find. And I thank the group for taking this initiative forward. It's a great thing. And it's the right time as well, I must say, because I think most of my fellow colleagues in the school, they all know that I am very much looking forward to have a digital school to be always taken, because we are far behind when we think of the other countries. And also the private sector schools and the international schools, the government schools are still far behind in digital learning. Mostly we talk about the digital learning, but I find is most of our teachers assume that digital learning right now that we are having in other meeting tools that we are using to deliver content. But what we talk right now as learning management systems are something far ahead, which we direct the students to do learning by themselves. It is what we call the learner leadership. And we must direct the learners as leaders who take the leadership of their own learning. And right now the technology, the present web technology and the internet, everything supports this leader learning. Still we are, in terms of the learning management system, most of the government schools I find far behind. That is my experience when I was in the Ministry of Education, nearly 12 years. We have been visiting most of the schools in the country and very much leading schools, including the Royal College, and still I am not to, all the royalist are nothing outside today, but we are dedicated, much dedicated, giving all the support and getting the support, maximum support possible. And I must say that I must thank the IT Advisory Committee for giving me that help. And the country has that potential. I think you heard my experience at the University of Colombo School of Computing for 2 years in the field of e-learning. I found a lot of royalists are working there. In fact, I got selected to them to the place because of your former old royalist, Dr. V.K. Samaranayaka, who was the head during that time when I got selected in 2007. And there are your fellow royalists, most of them, and technology to transform our school into a digital school. So I hope, like you donated this computer lab, which is very much important and the right timely intervention, I hope you will also support us in all possible ways to take this initiative forward that we have right now step. As you know that the schools are one time closed and the next day open. I was fondly referring to that like the Renovated rail gate, which is always closed and open, right? But the students are the people who are much, suffered by this. As we all know, we didn't have this kind of a past. But starting from 2000, before winding up, I thank Heshan Karunaratne for giving immense support me right my side with his next maybe 2-3 months we are going to transform the TV task, higher task, right? So within my tenure,
I would like to invite the following dignitaries on stage to accept their mementos. Project Architect, Mr. Lilantha Vijaypala. Head of IT, Mrs. Inoka Samarapodi. Managing Director of ACL Cables, Mr. Suren Madanayakar. Mr. Palita will be accepting on his behalf. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us with the presentation. Now I would like to invite the Secretary of the Royal College Union, Colonel Dr. Hiran Vimalaratne, to address the gathering. Speaking a few words about Dr. Vimalaratne, Colonel Dr. Hiran Vimalaratne joined the Sri Lanka Army in 1995. He works at the Army Hospital of Colombo as a specialist in orthopedic surgery. Dr. Vimal Ratna was conferred with the Uttama Seva Padakava for his long and dedicated service to the army. As a student at Royal College, Dr. Vimal Ratna won the Donors Memorial Prize, considered as the most prestigious prize at Royal College in 1990. He also won the Mohammed McCann Marker Memorial Prize for General Merit in 1991, the Class Prize in 1984, and the General Knowledge Prize in 1983. Dr. Vimal Ratna represented Royal College Athletics, Cricket and Rugby. He represented the college athletics team from 1987 to 1991, broke the college and public schools under 16 javelin throw record and was awarded public schools and college colors. He was the best performer in the field events in 1983 and 1987 and was the champion athlete from 1989 to 1991 at the Inter-House Athletics Meet. He captained the Harvard House Athletics team in 1990, was appointed as the overall captain of the Harvard House for all sports in 1992 and captained the college athletics team in 1990. Dr. Vimal Ratna played cricket for the under 13, 15 and 17 A teams and captained the Harvard House under 15 and under 17 cricket teams. He also played rugby for the college under 13 and the second under 15 teams. He was the chairman of the Mathematical Society and a member of the English drama team which won the All-Ireland Shakespeare Drama Competition in 1991. Dr. Vimal Ratna was a junior prefect of both the primary and middle schools. He was appointed as a junior steward in 1990, senior steward in 1991, senior prefect in 1992, and was appointed the head prefect of Royal College in 1992. Dr. Vimal Ratna has been a council member of the Royal College Union since 1993 to date and served the RCU Dance Committee, Stag Night Committee, Royal Thornton Cricket Match Organising Committee, J.R. Jawan Pavilion Management Committee, Athletics Advisory Committee, and the Weightlifting Advisory Committee. He has chaired the Royal Thornton Cricket Match Organising Committee, Athletics Advisory Committee, and the Weightlifting Advisory Committee, and is the current Secretary of the Royal College Union. Sir, the platform is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sanat Jayalat, Principal of Royal College, Mr. B. Suryarachi, our former Principal, past and present teachers, Office Bearers of the RCU, Secretary and Office Bearers of the SDS, Vice Presidents, Trustees, and past Secretaries of the RCU, my dear brothers of the Group of 91, and dear sons of Royal College. It gives me immense pleasure in speaking a few words on the occasion of handing over the fully renovated IT lab to the school. I am more honored since I am also a member of the Group of 91 who undertook this magnanimous project in celebrating our 50th birthdays. Going back down memory lane to our days at school, it wasn't a smooth ride for us, but was a very rough one due to the civil war and youth uprising. We came to school with great fear and uncertainty, whether we would go back home in one piece and whether our parents would come back home in the evening. But one thing stood tall amidst all these uncertainties, and that was our alma mater. Despite all the hardships, we woke up in the morning and, like a prayer, looked forward to coming to school, to pursue our academic dreams under the guidance of a highly committed and capable group of teachers, and to engage in co-curricular and extracurricular activities in order to mold our characters. Above all, to meet our classmates who were from all corners of the island, from all walks of life and all religious backgrounds. Though we were from diverse backgrounds, we lived in harmony and developed a strong bonding to each other, which eventually turned into a brotherhood, which we cherish to date. Several ideas as to how we should celebrate turning 50 was put forward, but all of us unanimously agreed that we should do a development project to our beloved alma mater. The choice of the project was very simple because it was very futuristic in the technological era and was to empower current and future royalists to embrace technology and be in par with the rest of the world. Though the choice of the project was simple, the cost was a huge mountain to climb. The initial estimate was 18 million rupees. During our first visit to the lab, we noticed that the flow of the corridor needed to be resurfaced. While we were discussing ways of doing it, we thought of resurfacing the flow of the main hall as well. The estimated cost for the lab and resurfacing came to 25 million, which appeared a Herculean task. Believe me or not, once the project proposal and the costing was put forward to our batchmates, without any hesitation and questions being asked, everyone started donating in large amounts of money, and within 3 months, we were able to raise 25 million. I salute my brothers of the group of 91 for the unconditional support extended towards fulfilling our goal. The budget of the IT lab saw a 50% increase due to the price escalation caused by the economic upheaval. Therefore, unfortunately, we were unable to resurface the corridors and the college hall. However, we will try our best to complete that as well in the future. On behalf of the Royal College Union, I wish to extend my sincere gratitude to all my batchmates, old royalists and well-wishers for supporting this project. I entrusted the responsibility of completing the job to my good friend Prabhas Ranavira, a brilliant scholar who passed out from Royal with 4 A's at the GC A-level exam in 1991 and graduated from the University of Moratuwa with a degree in engineering. Prabhas was relentless in following up and updating several groups of individuals involved in the project on a daily basis, and went to the extent of providing entertainment for us by posting lovely songs late at night in high spirits. He and his team put their heart and soul into fundraising, planning, executing and completing a state-of-the-art computer lab for the benefit of the young royalists. On behalf of the RCU and the group of 91, I like to thank Prabhas and his team of dedicated individuals for a fantastic job done. Dr. Malita Vijayasundara, Mr. Heshan Karunaratna and Mr. Nirmal Piris, who are office bearers of the IT Advisory Committee of the RCU, has been rendering a very silent and yeoman service in transforming Royal into a total smart school. I wish to extend my sincere gratitude to Malita and his team for identifying this project, drawing up the initial plans and projecting it to the RCU, and for providing their expertise in completing the project. The dynamism and passion showed by Mr. Mahinda Galagedara and his team of dedicated volunteers of the Infrastructure Development Committee of the RCU is highly appreciated. They have been identifying areas which require development, drawing up plans and doing project proposals, and engaging various groups and individuals in fulfilling those projects for a long period of time. Dear Mahinda and the team, thank you so much for providing technical assistance and guiding the project team in completing the job. Mr. Lilanta Vijaypada, who is a chartered architect and a good friend of mine, who was a year senior to me in school, on a request made by me, agreed without any hesitation to do the interior designing of the lab. Dear Lilanta, thank you very much for spending your precious time and for designing a modern IT lab while maintaining the old grandeur of the Grand College building. Last but not the least, we have not forgotten our principal, Mr. B. Suryarachi, and our beloved teachers who guided us during our formative years at Royal to becoming who we are today. They were our pillars of strength. They had a sense of belonging to Royal, having served for many years, and made sure that each one of us who walked out of the both gates excelled in our lives. Unfortunately, we were able to assemble only a few of them to pay our tribute to what they have done for us due to the prevailing situation in the country. On behalf of all my batchmates, I take this opportunity to extend my sincere gratitude to each and every teacher who taught us and molded us to become successful in our chosen careers. To all our teachers, I say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart. Principal Sir, being an IT savvy and a future-minded person, I hope you will ensure that the lab will be put to good use and be maintained so that it would last to its full potential and provide opportunities to numerous royalists to further their dreams in the field of IT. Finally, my dear sons of Royal, the Royal College Union, in collaboration with the Royal College Group of 91, is gifting a fully fledged IT lab for you all to sharpen and enhance your skills in IT. Please make maximum use of the facility while making sure that you all use it carefully, strictly adhering to the rules and regulations laid down by the Department of IT, so that the facility will be maintained for the benefit of your juniors. I hope these young royalists would take a leaf out of what we have done 30 years after leaving school and be inspired to emulate the same when they become alumni of this great institution. We will never be able to finish paying the debt we owe to our dear alma mater, but I am sure each member of the group of 91 can be proud of what we have gifted to the future royalists. Florian, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vimal Ratna, for those inspiring words. Now I would like to invite Mr. Sanjeeva Bimalkar, the Secretary of the School Development Society of Royal College, to address the gathering. Mr. Sanjeeva joined the Royal College in 1984, passing the scholarship examination from Veduvana College, Devadagoda. He is also a past president of the Royal College Group of 91 and is the and is the Managing Director of ASB Constructions. Mr. Sanjeeva, platform is all yours.
Principal Sir, Vice Principals, Deputy Principals, Assistant Principals, Head of Sections, Teachers past and present, Secretary of RCU, fellow Royalists, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. It gives me great pleasure to talk to you this morning as the SDS Secretary. The renovation of the main IT lab was a much needed project for our school, and I am very happy the group of 91, of which I am a member of the past president, undertook to do this. Knowledge of IT is very important at this time, and a modern IT lab is essential for a student to do all the practical work needed. I am sure this lab will be benefit the student, and I hope all of you will maintain it in such a way that it will last of many years. I would like to thank the Executive Committee and all the members of Group of 91 who donated in numerous ways to make this project a success. It gives me great pleasure to see you our past principals, Mr. B. Suryarachi, and past teachers who are here today to create this association. As the Secretary of the School Development Society, I wish to state that SDS is unable to do a project of this size and cost by itself. And I am happy my group has done this. I would like to take this opportunity to invite all other old boys groups also to partner with us to do such projects for our alma mater. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjeeva, for those words. Now I would like to invite our past principal, Mr. B. Suryarachi, to address the gathering. Mr. Suryarachi was the past principal of Royal College from 1987 to 1994, which was a golden era of Royal College in terms of academics and other achievements. Sir, the platform is all yours.
Principal Mr. Jayath, ladies and gentlemen, past teachers, administrative officers, deputy principals and so on, and all distinguished invitees, members of the 91 group. May I call them gentlemen of the 91 group? I suppose all of us who are here have some kind of connection to Royal College. Lest that they confuse the 91 with the age. No, it's only the year that they joined the advanced level classes. I am honored to be here as a guest. And also I am honored to have been invited to make a speech. 91 group had undertaken a tremendous project. Various groups in the past have undertaken many a project. But to my memory, this is one of the biggest projects that any group had undertaken. I would consider it as a meritorious act. Because in the long run, our children, the younger children, would benefit out of this. And the amount of money spent on it is very large. I wish, Mr. Jayath, if some of the juniors were here, students, for them to realize what an enormous project had been done by the past students for the sake of the present. The past helping the present. I suppose in another 10 years, when this group is 60 years, they may think of renovating the IT lab again. But it is up to the present generation to see that no renovation is necessary because you have used it very carefully. I regret to note that certainly I won't be there in this world in another 10 years. But I'm pretty sure Mr. Jayath will be there to see the glory of Royal. If I say to the younger students something about me, It was by accident that I happened to come to Richmond, to Royal. I was principal of my own school. When I got this appointment, I was very reluctant to come. It was by accident that it happened. No interviews. The word came from the then president. I was unhappy to leave my old school. But a great advisor, then one-time Premier, Dr. Dahanayaka, when I consulted him, he said, if you don't accept, you'll be blacklisted. This is a great honor for you. Go. That is how I came to Royal. I was not happy to come, to be very frank. But I left Royal as a very happy man. The Royal Dominion was something new to me. The Bradley was entirely new to me. I had not known any brother. But how much we enjoyed those days. The rugger match, the Royal Dominion, the prize giving. I suppose the future is open to you, Mr. Jaya. During our time, that every other week, there was some function at Royal. Some of us couldn't sleep up in it. Maybe the Math Society, maybe the Science Society, Geographical Society, all kinds of societies had their own days. Coming on to the academic side, you know, it was a pure accident for me. But the first year, advanced level, that's the first time in the history of Royal. There were 4 people with 4 distinctions at the advanced level. From year to year, with questions being asked by the other principals, especially Warden of St. Thomas's, Suri, how come that you produced these results? I said, I had nothing to do with the results. I had an efficient, some of them are here today, group of teachers who did the work in the background. And the year I left, in '94, there were 24 students with all 4 distinctions. Some of them are here. It is sheer hard work of the teachers. With the principal here, I am very glad to hear office development plans. The most that I was thrilled was the training of the teachers. Some of us after the university, or some of you after the training college, teachers never heard of anything training again. Of course, 1 or 2 of us had the privilege of going abroad for a couple of training for a few years. I had that benefit, but not even 1 in 1,000 had those facilities going out. If you compare the facilities that a school like Royal College has when compared with the schools in England or Scotland, they are far, far ahead. During when we were students, whiteboards, IT, computer were unheard of. If anybody talked about Zoom meeting, we have been wondering it was something like hooting. The only facility we had is talk and chalk. The whiteboard we had was, after the use of the blackboard, it had become white. Ladies and gentlemen, if I have to be personal, some of you may ask me whether I was happy at Royals. Not that I didn't have problems. The first problem I had was, some of them were here, but they were little too young to understand it. I made it a rule that at the Royal Thormian match, everybody should come in white. The prefect saw me and said, "Sir, this is not the royal tradition." I said, "I do change it." "No, sir, we can't roll and play awards." I said, "What about the cricketers who are in white suit?" While going around the classes, I saw at the blackboard, Royal Thormian Sila Vyapara. Well, I thought, before the match they were going to have some religious ceremony. 2 days later, I was, "Mr. Srivadi, what is this new thing that you have introduced to school?" I explained the whole thing. He said, "The president wants an explanation. I'm fixing up an appointment with the president, you go and see him." I thought I'll have to pack my suitcase and get back home. But of course, the president was very appreciative of that move. Only thing he said, summon a meeting of the RCU and explain to them this movement. Thank the Lord, they all accepted. I survived that issue. One more incident and I wind up. There were little fireworks up in the classes. That is the height of insurgency. I walked up, caught one fellow I gave him the necessary treatment. By the time I came down, he had been taken to the police station. As usual, we closed school. That night, I had gone for a function, dinner. When I came back home, the whole garden was lit, the official garden. Doors wide open, but I saw some army personnel carrying weapons all around the house. I didn't have the strength to get off the vehicle. I thought the worst had taken place for the army to go. I went straight to the house. Thank God I saw my wife and the 2 children crying. May I, with your permission, say my very good friend, Brigadier Vimaratna, had arranged the army to look after my family and the house. I did survive. There were very more things to say, but that's not the time. So once more, Hiran had become the RCU secretary. Before the RCU did this, I had known his capabilities. I appointed him because of his talents, capabilities, captain of the athletics team. He did a thoroughly efficient job. And finally, in the future, to have the Royal Thormian, bamboo and very many other activities that we will perform as royals. Once more, A big thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words. Sir, I would like to request you to remain on stage to receive a small token of appreciation. And to present the token of appreciation to Mr. Surya Arachi, I would like to invite the Secretary of the Royal College Union, Colonel Dr. Hiran Vimalaratne, on stage, please. Thank you so much, sir. And now I would like to invite members of the group of 91 to come and collect the mementos from the stage and present to the past teachers. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your cooperation. Now I would like to invite Janet Munasinghe of grade 13 Com E1 to address the gathering.
Principal Sir, Senior Deputy Principal, Deputy Principals, Sectional Heads, Grade Heads, representatives of the 1991 batch, past teachers, and my fellow royalists. I'm delighted to address you on this special day, not only for A-level students, but for the entire college. Renovating this lab means a lot to me and to all the other IT students. I started learning in this lab in grade 7, and to think that 6 years later, I'll be back here as an A-level student means a lot to me personally, and to all my other colleagues. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. P.A.S.P. Jayala, our beloved principal, for his assistance and guidance in refurbishing this lab. I would also like to thank the batch of 91 for refurbishing this lab during these trying times and providing us a better place to study. We are very grateful for the efforts that went into making it a success. It is our responsibility to safeguard this lab and its equipment and properly hand it over to the next batch of royalists. A big thank you to all the IT teachers for their hard work in providing us a better place to study and doing their best for all the students. Next, I would like to thank the lab assistants for keeping this lab in order. Also to the workers, thank you for renovating this lab in such a short period of time and bringing it into the condition it is today. A special thank you goes out to the former teachers of Royal College for their great support in uplifting Royal College and their tireless efforts to develop and shape up a group of students who made a huge contribution to the well-being of school. Finally, I would like to thank everyone present here despite the situation in the country. This event wouldn't have been possible without you all. Thank you and hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Janet, for those words. Now to move on with the rest of the proceedings, I would like to invite the teacher in charge of IT, Mrs. IT.
Tell me to repay your debts to your alma mater. This lab is not only being used by students whose numbers have been increasing each year. Among students are A-level ICT students and general IT students. Then there are IT students across all disciplines such as science, maths, arts and commerce. The teachers use it for test paper preparations and the prefects use it extensively for numerous activities. This one, like gentlemen, used by almost everyone and is in much demand across the board. Technology, as all of you know, need to be updated constantly, moving with present times. In many years, we were far behind times. Finally, you have given us something we longed for a considerable period of time. I will assure you that we would put this into maximum use. Also, I will take this opportunity to extend my gratitude towards our Principal Sir, Mr. P.A.S.P. Jayala, and senior management of the college, and the project chairman, Mr. Prabhash Ranavira. In conclusion, I wish to draw your attention to something very important. There are very difficult times for all of us. During the most difficult times, people invest mostly in their future. What we mold here are our future leaders, some of whom even may become global leaders. There has never been a time as of now to invent in their education. So, once again, thank you, Group of 91, for a most meaningful and timely investment. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for those words. Now I would like to invite the Deputy Principal of Royal College, Mr. Prasad Veerasuri, to hand over tokens of appreciation to the workers involved in the project. I will now read out the names of the workers involved in this project. Mr. Sanjeeva, Mr. Chamila, and Mr. Buddhika. All three of these workers were not able to make it to today's event due to the current circumstances. However, Mrs. Inoka Samarakodi will accept these tokens of appreciation on their behalf. Thank you, sir, for joining us with the presentation. Now I would like to invite the past governor of Group of 91, Dr. Mahin Vimaladharma, on stage, please.
Principal sirs, dear teachers, past and present, fellow royalists, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a long morning, so I'll make this as short as possible. We, the Group of 91, have a special memento to be handed over to someone who would like to invite the principal, Mr. P.S. Vijayalat, on the stage, please. We'd like you to present this to a very deserving royalist. This is a special year for the Group of 91. This is not only the year that we turn 50, but also a year where the RCU secretary and the STS secretary are from our same batch. So it's a big thing, and I doubt it will ever be repeated. So when a major project was thought of, as Hiran and everyone suggested, mentioned, so we thought of renovating this IT lab. The scale of the project was so big, and the cost was over 25 million. It was a daunting task in this post-pandemic and economic situation in the country. So we had to find someone to lead this project, someone with the capacity to translate vision into reality, someone who would rally the support of everyone, all of our batchmates here and overseas, and to make this a reality and coordinate everything. From all the WhatsApp groups, chats, emails, calls, visits to the suppliers, to site visits, to organizing every aspect of this opening ceremony. Well, other than this, which he is not aware of, I think. He left no stone unturned to make this project what it is today. I'm sure most of our batchmates and some of the others here would agree that they have never ever received so many WhatsApp messages from any single person. He kept us appraised of every, and I mean every step of the project. We are all very thankful to you, Prabhash Ranavira, and would like you to come up on stage. He used his engineering and management expertise to see this through right to the very end, overcoming many obstacles and setbacks due to the prevailing situation in the country. And even after Saturday's event, when we were wondering whether to postpone it, he said, no, let's go ahead and we'll finish it. I'd like you to call. Just for one moment. So, for the dedication, loyalty and love you put into the making all this a reality, I would all like to call Trishant Pereira on stage to hand over another token of appreciation.
Thank you, sir, for joining us with the presentation. And also, I would like to invite Mr. Prabhas to remain on stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, and now as we are drifting towards the ending of today's proceedings, I would like to invite the project chairman, Mr. Prabhas Renovated, to give the vote of thanks. Mr. Prabhas joined the Royal College in 1984 after passing his scholarship examination from the primary school of Udgampala. He got distinctions for all the subjects in O-levels and got 4 A's for his A-levels in the maths stream while being a senior prefect of the college. Mr. Prabhas completed BSc Engineering in Computer Science from the University of Molatua, completed CIMA UK, and also completed his Masters in Business Administration from the University of Colombo. Currently, Mr. Prabhas is the chairman of Diligent Group, which is a well-diversified group of companies. Mr. Prabhas Ranavira, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Ravithamda. Good afternoon, dear Principal Sir, our Principal Sir, our time, Mr. Suryarachi, all the Deputy Principals, Assistant Principals, teachers, and our past teachers, our batchmates, current teachers and staff of the school, and sons. So we have a big list here to thank. Actually, as many of the speakers already told, it is not an easy task of this magnitude without receiving some of many people. Right. So let me begin with our Principal Sir, Mr. Saran Jayalat. The time we started this project, actually, I can remember the very first day. When, as Kiran said, we thought of doing this, undertaking this project. We came that time, sir, you were not there. I think Mr. Gunatilaka was the acting principal, so we had the meeting in the lab. So after that, sir came and we got the same support we used to get from the senior administration of the school, like Gunatilaka sir, Prasad sir, Devya sir was there. So thank you very much, sir. So I would like to also thank Mr. Virasiri and the deputy principals, other deputy principals of this school for giving us this opportunity. Assistant principals, Ms. Riaz, registrar, sectional heads, teachers and staff. Thank you very much for allowing us to do this project on behalf of this school. Then I must mention something about, especially about the teacher in charge, Mrs. Inoka Samarakpati. Like throughout we were working together as one team. She was very supportive. We could discuss anything, so we could ensure at the end of the day we deliver the best to the school. Then at the same time, the technical staff who helped us when we requested, because of this fuel problem and transport issues, most of the time we have to coordinate things from home through phone. So we asked them to send us videos, pictures of what is being done. So they helped us, and whatever we requested, they carried out those instructions diligently with a lot of dedication. Thank you very much, all the staff. Then our RCU Secretary Hiran, so he was a big pillar behind the success of this project. So as he said, like as we are turning 50 this year, we thought of undertaking this project. So then we had this first meeting. I can remember after that myself, Hiran, Vimalka, Ravi was also the Indika, Dilruk, few of us from our batch. After the meeting, he was standing in front of Principal Sir's office. So I said, "Macam salli diana puluhan dia," right? So that is how it started. Then since then he has been he solicited a lot of support from our batchmates and our friends, his friends, all boys. So thank you very much, Grant, for everything. It was a great honor and privilege to work with you on this project. Then our STS secretary, Bimalka, he also did a lot of work because we couldn't, he's practically coming to the school every day, unlike us. So he and his couple of our friends got together and they agreed to do the construction part of it. So he overlooked that with a lot of dedication and enthusiasm. Thank you very much, Vima. Thank you as a friend of our group, right? So special thanks to you and your team as the SDS as well. Then IT Advisory Committee, Dr. Malita, Heshan, Nirmal, they did an outstanding work, especially initial work. They were the people who spoke in the college and thought, decide this facility should be like this requirement. So thank you very much, IT Advisory Committee. Then Mahindaya and Nalin, from our Infrastructure Development Committee, they also visited us. They gave us all the drawings required. They facilitated that process. They told us this is 98 years old building, so you have to maintain the same culture, atmosphere, and carry on whatever you all do. Thank you very much, Infrastructure Development Committee. And then we have our project architect, Mr. Lilanta Vijaypal. I think he's there. Okay, right. So Lilanta and myself, we had to work very closely, and we agreed only on one thing, that is agree to disagree but to continue, right? So sometimes he is telling, "Macam mami awudu pahak igan awudu sideka practice එක කියලා කරනදේ but මං කියන දේ පිළිගන්න බැරිද කියලා." අපි කියනවා අයියා හොයාගත්ත එක තමයි රොයල් එකේම අයියා කෙනෙක් අපි කියන දේ කරලා. So anyway, so his intention, our intentions also the same, that is give the best for the college, right? So we had differences of views, different thoughts. So we worked together and we created, and then towards the end of the project, I think we created a very good high level of bond and friendship. So thank you very much, Lilanta, for all your hard work. He used to come here for all the meetings. Then even without us, he used to come and instruct the people what used to be done. The entire design, lighting design, furniture design, right? Creating the atmosphere what we feel there is thanks to Lilanta. So once again, Lilanta, I think you're from 89, 88, 90, okay. 1 year senior to me, I think a proud product of University of Morocco as well, right? So once again, thank you very much, Lilanta. Hats off to you. Then this couldn't have been a reality without the support of our material donors. I would like to thank ACL Cables for all the electrical switch gear, 3DH Building Solutions. For the UPS, it's very expensive one, close to 1.5 million. So they donated it for school, and especially Ruan Fernando, our batchmate. He was instrumental in getting this for our school. Then our good friend Prashant Pereira, he undertook the entire networking part of this at his own personal cost. He is the general manager for Prima Managed Services. Thank you very much, Prashant, not only undertaking that, but also he visited the site frequently and helped us with his technical know-how and expertise. Thank you very much, Prashant. Then tiles, big thank you to Rosel, the chairman and board, and our group member Tarun Thoradeni is the CEO. They gave us the tiles free of charge for the lab. Then lighting from Phenomenal Trading, again our batchmate Phenomi. Thank you very much for all the support. And all the vendors, Soft Logic Information Technology Private Limited, actually when we started this project somewhere back in February or March, the dollar rate was 200 rupees per US dollar, right? So then we purchased these machines somewhere towards end February, and they have been keeping these machines worth at that rate around 12 million in their stores nearly for 4 months, right? So had we got to purchase this with the current rate, we might have had to spend maybe 1.5 times of that. Again, finding 55 machines will be a daunting task as well. So a big tribute to SoftLogic Holdings. Then AT Curry for our furniture, nice done furniture, Universal Infrastructure Systems for all the networking and electrical cabling, Aiken Private Limited for air conditioning. They gave us a very special discount as well. They gave at the same old rate. Then Damro, then construction people who worked under Bimalka. Then today we have our refreshments arranged by Perra and Sons. Thank you everyone. Then as we started this project, similar to today, we started in-law blessings following multi-religious activities. So our friends get together, myself and some of our friends, we went to Vellangvilla Mahaviharaya. Then Fairuz and friends, they did Muslim religious activities. Then Rajan and myself again, we went to this Mayuramman Kovil and Nandi Catholic Church, and we started same. So a big thank you to the biggest task of this is the fundraising part. So we first what we did was we called it World Coordinating Team. So we appointed people from Canada, USA, UK and Europe, Middle East and Africa, Singapore and Far East, then Australia and New Zealand region. So our friends came forward. We formed small teams so that our message would be delivered to our other friends in the region, so they have the opportunity to get involved in this project. As Mr. Suraj said, it's a meritorious project. So thank you very much those teams who worked very hard, relentlessly, round the clock. Then similarly we had another team for Sri Lanka coordinating different peer groups in raising funds. And I must mention here, this project is equally funded by Hindus, Catholics, Muslims, Buddhists, or whatever you call, right, or other religions people. Everyone is this is equally funded by them. And we got support from our experts in the field, in our procurement evaluation committees, technical evaluation committees. Thank you very much all the friends. I am not going to mention all the names, but someone's not correct. Then a big thank you to my brothers of Group of 91. Everyone contributed. People contributed in different ways. Some in terms of monetary donation, some in kind, some advisors, some maybe designing. There are a lot of activities involved. So thank you very much all the brothers, in Sri Lanka as well as over the globe, all over the world. You did a tremendous job. You gave us, you kept a lot of trust on us. So you kept on encouraging us. So thanks to that only we could achieve this together. So a big thank you to my brothers of Group of 991. Then other donors, I must mention here, President and members of All Royalist Association in the UK, President and members of Royal College All Boys East Coast Foundation USA. Then we had there's this online platform where you can raise public funds called GoFundMe. So we formed 4 GoFundMe teams, one for Canada, one for USA, one for UK and Europe, and one for Australia. So our teams were pushing behind that. So people contributed directly to us, sometimes well-wishers or through well-wishers, work colleagues, or our past all boys. They contributed either directly to us or through these GoFundMe accounts. Thank you very much to them as well. Then even at our home front, our sons and daughters, they also contributed because we are very keen. They are also part of this. Whatever we do, if we wish for them to follow our footsteps. So I'm very much thankful to all the sons and daughters who are with us on this as well. Then, very important aspect of this gathering, our past teachers. Sundaraki sir and our past teachers, we are indeed honored and privileged to have you all here sharing our success. I think you must be feeling happy. The people whom you groom, right? Sometimes easy for me to do something directly, but to groom a person for many years and get that person to do something good, especially good, is not that easy. So next to our parents, our own parents, I think that if we have done something good to our school or society or for future generations, next to our parents, credit should go to our past teachers. So that's why all of us unanimously thought we must invite our past teachers. I must say, as Gran said, we are really sorry. We would have loved to have all the past teachers of our time to be present here. But due to different reasons, transport issue is there, then we did not trouble certain. So anyway, we thought of getting at least a cross-section of the past teachers who would represent all of our past teachers. So thank you very much for coming here. I think almost more than 90% past teachers are present here. So our gratitude to you, sir and madams. Then I must thank in arranging this opening ceremony, sons and teachers in charge of different clubs and societies who worked very hard. We worked all together. We had a couple of Zoom meetings, rehearsals, online, even under these circumstances. So, for arranging multi-religious activities, Buddhist Brotherhood, teacher in charge, Mrs. Chandrani, then Hindu activities, Mrs. Priya, Catholic, Mrs. Monica, Muslim, Mr. Jeffrey, for arranging the nice multi-religious observances we made today. Thank you very much. And the sons who worked very hard. Then Computer Society under Mrs. Naomi Samarasinghe, Media Unit, Mrs. Samita Padu, Radio Club, Mr. Munasinghe, Middle School Dancing Unit, Mrs. Achini, and Janit Putta for very meaningful speech you delivered, and Ravita Putta for loudly comparing. We know all along we are hungry now, but difficult time to maintain the interest and enthusiasm. Also the momentum of the gathering, but Ravita Putta, you did a great job. Even today around he wanted to have another rehearsal around 9:30. I just excused myself, but 11 p.m. he sent a voice recording of what we had done. So actually I must say the commitment of these sons. We feel confident about the future of this country. So when I work with them, all these are their creations. The teasers, these images, outstanding. More than anything, I like the attitude, the respect for elders and their teachers, the discipline, and their technical knowledge, know-how is something you can train, but those soft skills not easy. So more than anything, their ability to take responsibility seriously. So that's a very positive sign of our country, our future of our country. So I'm very proud of you all, son. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Great stuff. Then the sons who participated from A-level sections, then other sons of the school, then these congratulations to these newly appointed prefects. They also joined. I think maybe their first inaugural duty. Then everyone else who helped us, including the cleaning staff, other workers of the college, they did a fantastic, tremendous job. Even yesterday they were working to make this a reality. And also families who were with us, and families, some of them were joined with us today for the function. I'm sure the live stream is going on, so a lot of families may be joining. I got some messages thanking while seeing the event on live from different countries, different friends. So thank you very much, all the friends and families, for the outstanding support we continue to receive. And last but not least, while thanking all our friends, there are two very special friends who to whom the credit should go. That is none other than Indika Silva and Dilruk Silva, both the Silvas. Anyway, so thank you very much. They were, I couldn't come here. Even yesterday, Indika was here with Malka. They was arranging, cleaning, everything. Like certain things unattended, they completed those. When I spoke to Dilruk, I really entrusted him to buy some nice, beautiful bags for the past teachers. Put the present. So then he always said, "Macam mama me." So I would know only orang lagi kalau koala mandu agan me, apa dah kerana Giles bag dekat ganda dikit. So sorry about the Giles bags, but due to the situation, then he said, "I'm going to stay a while and stuff." A couple of days ago, he was telling me, "Macam twice a day, I am walking to Royal College 4 kilometers one way from Royal." That is the son for practices. So I asked him, so are you walking today also? Oh, no much, I took the car outside because it's very precious thing, the fuel these days. But the kind of commitment they all had, especially two of my friends, committee members, and this enormous. So Indika, Dilruk, it is, I think, it's a way kind of, Dilruk is my university batchmate as well. So Indika, we got together in grade 9 or 10, we were classmates. So it's like, good some we call Kamma. It's like, I feel very happy to work with. So our friendship maybe, I joined in 1984, so 60, 38, 35, 38 years friendship, right? And to do, especially do something good for the society, good others will be happy, right? So thank you very much for the friendship and companionship. So thank you very much. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prakash, for those words. And now I would like to invite our past Deputy Principal, Mrs. Adigala, to speak a few words to the audience.
Principal Sir, Mr. Jailan, and our respected past Principal, Mr. Suryarachi, former Deputy Principal, Madam Vimalaratna, Dr. Hiran, and Bimalka, SDS Secretary. This is out of agenda, I know, and there was no speech listed on the agenda, but I thought it's on behalf of all my colleagues and the past teachers, my heart wouldn't be relieved if I don't say thank you, because this is one of the most significant events in the recent past. Without any hesitation, I am saying that because The school may look empty, sir, Mr. Jayala. Now you may see that the activities were not held, as Mr. Suryarachi mentioned, but there is greater hopes because you have the able Dr. Hiran at the helm of RCU and Vimalka with a wealth of experience being a student and having held various positions. And what I see, I'm sure all my colleagues agree, why I say this is a complete project is there's no fun involvement here. There's no entertainment, no tamasha. This is completely sheer hard work and dedication. What I saw here is the way you have invited the prefects, the way you have combined the past and the present, and I had the rare opportunity of taking a photo with my former student and his son, Chanud and Mr. Silva, Manoj and his son. So those are very rare opportunities. And the way you have held us in the highest esteem and the gratitude, because we feel that we still owe you students something. The students always think they owe teachers. We too owe you. Why? Because you all made us better teachers. I came to Royal College when there was a principal who was a scholar of Pali and English. And I was a very inexperienced teacher. I had never seen Royal College. There was no reason for me to come. As Mr. Suryarachi said, I too came by accident because the Director of Education, Momagama, was asked by Mr. C.T.M. Fernando to nominate some good English teachers. I don't know whether I was a good English teacher, but I had the impetus and the initiative. I walked to Royal College and my feet trembled. You know, having seen this gigantic building, and I was taken to Mr. Vichi Veerasinghe, yet another scholar of English. Therefore, we had everything to depend on. But today, you know, then Mr. Suryarachi, you know, his guidance, how he picked me up as the secretary of the School Development Society, you know, they encouraged in every sphere, and the students, they were reading unabridged Tale of Shakespeare, Tale of Two Cities, unabridged novels, you know, because they were well read. And what a challenge! What a challenge you will teach English to the students who are well read. Mahim is here, you know, and this Arjuna Vidyaraja, the kind of people around your colleagues, but it was students. The point I am trying to emphasize is that we may have made you, but you made us. You know, it was a challenge to meet how to cater to such energetic students who are very enthusiastic. And I am so thankful. From the time I really did not know about this function, because Prabhasha's invitation on WhatsApp was quite bleak. My husband said, "Oh, kana moi project එක හැදුවා වෙන්න බෑ. පටන් ගන්නවා ඇති අද." You know, because no one believed that this project would have come to completion in trying and testing times like this. So thank you so much. I don't want to take much time, but we felt the sense of gratitude in 500 folds. And the way you have treated us with great honor, and this is one of the most memorable events at Royal College. Sir, you will be very happy with accolades of Dr. Hiran's accolades and credentials. I don't think I've met any of the RCU secretaries for the last 30 years with such credentials. So we are so proud to have Dr. Hiran and equally proud to have Mr. Vimalka. The school will be a hub of IT activities in future, I'm sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for those words. Now, to pay respect to our motherland, please rise up for the national anthem of Sri Lanka.